All right, so today what we're going to talk about is essentially the promise of the cloud, elasticity, right? Agility, nimbleness. So you can't really do that if you just spin something up as high as it'll go and let it run the whole year. You want to be a bit more nimble. You want to automate. We'll also talk about security, as that's an important topic. So specifically, I'm going to talk about a few different tasks that you might want to do with your Azure Data Warehouse. One is triggering a backup at a particular time. I'll talk more about that. Another is pausing and resuming it. And then a last one is going to be around key rotation, as that's real important. So I'm going to show you 3 different tools. You can make a decision about what works best for your environment. And all of these code samples I've stuck up on GitHub, so feel free to go out there, make comments, make improvements, whatever. So the first scenario I want to talk about is backup. Now, you may be saying to yourself, wait a minute, I think I know Azure SQL. It backs everything up for me, doesn't it? So yes, it does, at least every 8 hours. So the 2 problems are, well, first, what if that 8-hour backup happens to run right in the middle of your load? I don't know, it may be a totally useless, inconsistent backup that you'd never want to restore to. The second problem is, if you do like many of my clients do, you spin the data warehouse up, you run your loads, you load your analysis services cubes, and then you pause the data warehouse. It may only be up for maybe 2 hours a night. You may not have any backups of it whatsoever. So, luckily, they have a solution. They give us an API to trigger a backup, a user-defined restore point. So what I want to show you is how do you do that in Azure Data Factory at the beginning of your load, for example. So this is a built-in web activity. It's not calling out to an Azure function or .NET code running on Azure Batch. It's just a built-in web activity. So pretty straightforward. It's also authenticating with what's called a managed service identity. Every single demo I'll do today has managed service identity. And did y'all note in Satya's keynote on Monday that he was talking about a future without passwords, right? We need to all be moving that way because passwords are a way that people hack things, right? So I'll talk more about managed service identities and how you set that up, but basically it's a way to authenticate without a password, right? So let me show you, after I flip through a couple of other ADF slides from my other examples, I'll show you a demo, but this is basically triggers a user-defined restore point at the beginning or the end of my load. The other 2 ADF demos I have are resuming it, that is, starting it if it's paused at the beginning of your load. And so this one's a little bit more complex. It calls a web activity to figure out the status. And then if it's paused, there's an if. If it's paused, it resumes it. I'm doing the best I can, guys. There's some real screamers here. And then lastly, it loops until the resume operation is done. So pretty straightforward. And then the last ADF demo I've got is the inverse, pausing it. So very much similar. So let me flip over to my demo machine. So I've got Azure Data Factory in a web browser here. And let me start this backup demo. And while it's running, we can take a little look at it. I've got some default parameters filled in, but essentially all you need to tell it is the subscription and the resource group, the server name, and the data warehouse name, and it knows how to do the rest. So while that's running, let's look at this thing. So this is a web activity. And if I look at the settings, I've got this expression right here. So you can see it's running something against the REST API endpoint for managing Azure. It's appending in the subscription ID, the resource group, the server name, and the data warehouse name. And then it's calling this restore points API in order to create a new backup, a new restore point. So pretty easy. And then if you scroll down, you'll see that it is passing in a name. I just used the start time for my pipeline. And then lastly, it's authenticating with the managed service identity. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, what's going on here is that Azure Data Factory has been given permissions to pause, resume, back up my Azure Data Warehouse. And so that's all I'm doing. No passwords. So it looks like it's completed here. If we look at the input, then we'll see that we've passed in this restore point name, a label, and that was all we really had to tell it other than which data warehouse. So let's go prove that this restore point exists now. So we're looking for one that is hour 21, minute 43. Let's go find that. So if I flip over to my Azure SQL Data Warehouse and click the Restore button here, we'll see that there's two types of things I can restore. So I could restore one of those automatic backups that happens at least every 8 hours, or I could restore a user-defined restore point, the one that I just created. So if I go look, then let's see, which one is it? 12, 21, this one I believe, right? So that backup worked. Pretty straightforward. So next, let's flip to one of the more complicated ones. We'll start the resume operation. I'm intentionally doing a resume, not a pause, because I don't want to mess up the rest of my demos. It's already running, but hey, at least you'll get a sense for what this looks like. And just not to make you wait, it takes a minute or two. This is what it looks like when it's done. So you can see that the first web activity checked the status. That was the get call. And then the status gets stuck in the output right here. So if we drill into that, you'll see the status is online. And so the rest of the pipeline didn't do too much. It said it's already online, so let me just loop and make sure that everything's good, and it was good. So those are hopefully pretty straightforward. So the next demo that I want to do for you is a bit more old school. So let's say that you did a lift and shift migration to Azure, and you have a bunch of SSIS packages running on a virtual machine, something like that. Something in a virtual machine, especially if it's in Azure. Well, I'm a fan of the command line because inside of an Azure virtual machine, you can turn on that managed service identity, and then you can run a command line script to authenticate with no passwords. Pretty straightforward. Not a couple lines of code and a batch script. So I've turned on the managed service identity, and you can see that you do it in the identity pane of your virtual machine. Then I've gone into my SQL server, that is the server container for my data warehouse, and I've granted this virtual machine contributor permissions to my data warehouse so that it has permissions to, in this case, start it up. And then after that's done, it's just a couple of lines of code. So let me flip over to a virtual machine in Azure and show you this. Here we are. Okay, so I've got a simple batch script. The first line is logging in with no password. It's using that managed service identity. The next line is making sure that I'm connected to the right subscription. Don't want to accidentally do something in the wrong subscription. And then last is calling the resume operation. The rest of this is just basically a loop until it's complete. It's using, gets the status, and then it uses the find string command in order to look for that status equals online thing. Pretty straightforward. So let me run this command line. And of course, you could trigger this from SSIS, from a SQL agent job, or really anything running in an Azure virtual machine. Pretty handy to be able to control almost anything in Azure with a command line, depending on where you're running it from. So you can see it's signed in with the managed service identity, switched subscriptions. It's in the middle of resuming my data warehouse, which of course it's already running. I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes waiting for it to spin up. And so that's that. Any questions about either Azure Data Factory demos or this CLI demo that I just did? All right, so I want to show one last demo that is a good deal more complex. Let's talk about a scenario where, and one mention is you got to stick the word call in front, otherwise it just dies at the first line. So let's talk about security. Imagine this scenario where everyone on your development team knows the storage account key to get to your blob storage account. Everyone knows the server admin account for your SQL server. You've been lazy. It's fine. We understand. It was a POC and it got promoted to production. We understand, no judgment. And then someone leaves the company. Do they still have access? I don't know. Maybe the firewall is going to block them. Maybe they're smart enough to spin up an Azure VM and assume that you left it open to all of Azure. I don't know. Well, let's make sure that they can't get access by rotating our keys. Again, back to passwords. If there are any passwords, let's rotate them. So I've got an animation here to walk you through exactly what this Azure Automation runbook will do when I show you in just a second. So first, this Azure Automation runbook will start the SQL DW and my Azure Analysis Services if it's not started already. Next thing is it will look up the current IP address of the Azure Automation instance that's running my runbook, and then open that up in the firewall. It's just a temporary change because it's got to be able to connect to run some of the management operations. Next is it looks up in Azure Key Vault the password for the SQL admin account, and then it connects, and then it changes the password. So the next account that it rotates is a SQL account that is used by Azure Analysis Services to read from SQL DW. So it rotates that. And then it rotates the ADF account, which is the SQL account that ADF connects to my Azure SQL DW with. Next, it updates that in Azure Key Vault. So you can see that, oh, I'm getting ahead. So with Azure Analysis Services, you rotate the SQL account for the cube. You update it in Azure Analysis Services, the data source, and then you update it in Azure Key Vault, which is important so that cube developers, if they want to go deploy a new cube, can look up the current password, because it just changed every week or whenever you run this. So next is Azure Data Factory, the SQL account. Rotate that, update the connection string. Notice we've got Azure Data Factory not knowing any passwords. It reaches out as it runs and grabs the connection string from Azure Key Vault to then connect with the latest. Next is with your blob storage account, it rotates the storage key, and then it updates that key inside of Azure SQL Data Warehouse so that Polybase continues to work. It's a database scoped credential. And then lastly, it updates that inside of Azure Key Vault. So it's quite a bit of orchestration here, but at least for one scenario that I was involved with, these were the main sensitive things, passwords and keys and such that were out there. So lastly, it closes that firewall back down so that Azure Automation doesn't have access anymore. And if it was paused at the beginning of all this, it pauses your services again. So let's flip over to the demo and show you that running. All right. So here's my Azure Automation account, and Azure Automation has these things called runbooks that are, essentially a PowerShell script that can be scheduled to run on a schedule. I've got one up here that's called rotate keys. So I'll edit that, and we'll pretend like we're debugging it. So if I go to the test pane, and then I click start, we'll let it run while I take you through a couple of other things. So first of all, I want to show you how I've set up all these managed service identities to have access to my Azure Data Warehouse. So I'm on the server, the container for my data warehouse, and if I go to the Access Control tab, then we'll add the managed service identities. They're already added, but I'll show you where I did it. So we'll make these contributors. Essentially, contributors can do anything except for add other people. So the first one is I will search for the name of my ADF. There it is, and I'll add that. Next is I'll search for my Azure Automation Run As account. Okay, there it is. Incidentally, if you search and you don't find it, then you may not be using the right user account. Another, incidentally, is if this add button is not there, then you're not an owner of your data warehouse, just a contributor who doesn't have permissions to add other people. So find the person who is. And then the last managed service identity I'll add is a virtual machine. So I've only got one VM that has a managed service identity, so I'll add that there. And that's all I had to do to grant all these different identities access to start and pause my Azure Data Warehouse. So we'll check back in on the key rotation. It's just finished running, it looks like. So you can see it's telling me essentially which resources it's working on. There's the name of the key vault. It's made sure that my Azure Automation identity has access to Key Vault. It's made sure that the data warehouse is online and that my Azure Analysis Services is online. It's updated firewalls, like I mentioned. Then it's rotated the storage account keys. There's two keys. You may notice that in your storage account. There's two keys that, a primary and a secondary. So we're rotating the secondary key first, and then we're rotating the primary key second, so that by the time we're done, everything's done. Everything's rotated. Nextly, we're rotating various SQL account passwords. The next step here is loading an assembly that allows me to manage analysis services. It's called the TOM assembly, Tabular Object Model. And then I'm looping through and finding all the data sources in my analysis services databases and updating the credentials on there. And that is it. So what else would you guys like to see? Any questions? Should I show code? Yes, the scripts are posted on GitHub. Great question. I'll put that slide up again. Yeah, everything is downloadable from right there. Feel free to tweak it or provide comments or ask questions there.